Welcome to Biochemistry DSP channel. Today I'll be discussing about metabolism of fructose. Fructose is present in fruits, honey, table sugar, and in sweets. It is a simple monosaccharide. It is found in berries, melons, and some root vegetables such as beets, sweet potatoes, etc. And fructose usually occurs in combination with sucrose and glucose. Uh, it is present in a polysaccharide inulin. It is levorotatory and it's called as levulose. It exhibits mutarotation. Fructose is formed in the seminiferous tubular epithelial cells from glucose. It is the sweetest naturally occurring sugar, twice as sweet as sucrose. Fructose is often recommended for diabetes mellitus or hypoglycemia because of its low glycemic index. Metabolism of fructose. So when you say the metabolism of fructose, there are totally five major steps here. The first step involves phosphorylation of fructose. Okay, fructose is phosphorylated to fructose 1 phosphate in the presence of the enzyme fructokinase. This fructokinase is present in the liver. It is also present in muscle, kidney, and intestine. Unlike glucose, the uptake of fructose is insulin independent. Therefore, fructose disappears from the blood of diabetics at normal rate. Okay. Step 2 is minor. Okay. Minor pathway, which is also a phosphorylation of fructose. Here, hexokinase helps in the phosphorylation of fructose to fructose 6 phosphate. Okay, so in the presence of hexokinase, fructose will be phosphorylated into fructose 6 phosphate. Since hexokinase has low affinity towards fructose because of high Km value, uh, it is a minor pathway. Whereas this fructokinase, which has a high affinity due to low Km value for fructose. Hence, this phosphorylation is the major pathway. Okay. So, in the metabolism of fructose, this fructokinase plays a major role compared to hexokinase. Then step 3 is the cleavage step. Okay. So first step is fructose converted into fructose 1 phosphate in the presence of the enzyme fructokinase. This fructose 1 phosphate is cleaved into dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde with the help of the enzyme aldolase B. Then this dihydroxyacetone phosphate with the help of the enzyme phosphotriose isomerase, it is converted into glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Here glyceraldehyde is also converted into glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate with the help of the enzyme glyceraldehyde kinase. Okay. Uh, Next, the glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate may enter glycolytic pathway or it can be converted into glucose via gluconeogenesis. This fructose 1 phosphate, this is the pathway. Okay, this fructose 1 phosphate in the presence of the enzyme phosphofructokinase 1, it can be converted into fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, and in that way also it can enter the glycolytic route. This glyceraldehyde, again with the help of the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase, it can be converted into glycerol, which may this glycerol can be converted into triglyceride. Okay. This minor pathway fructose 6 phosphate can also enter into glycolysis. So final metabolic pathway, the metabolism of fructose will end up with either in glycolytic pathway or with a via gluconeogenesis, it can be enter into glucose formation. Again, this glucose will enter glycolytic pathway, or this glyceraldehyde can be converted into TG. This fructose 1 phosphate in the presence of the enzyme phosphofructokinase 1, it can be converted into fructose 1,6 bisphosphate and it can also take the glycolytic route. So this is the major metabolic pathway. Okay. If this aldolase B and fructokinase enzymes are defect, means it will leads to uh, inherited inherited genetic metabolic disorders, essential fructosuria, okay, and fructose intolerance. Next is sorbitol pathway of fructose metabolism. So, sorbitol pathway involves the conversion of glucose to fructose via sorbitol. Sorbitol is also called as glucitol. The enzyme aldose, okay, the enzyme aldose reductase converts glucose to sorbitol in many tissues such as lens, retina, renal cells, sperm, seminal vesicles, placenta, and peripheral nerves. Then this sorbitol is oxidized in the presence of the enzyme sorbitol dehydrogenase, which is present only in the hepatic cells, sperm cells, and seminal vesicle cells. Okay. This is how it will. This sorbitol will be converted into fructose, and it will further enter into this fructose metabolism. The biomedical significance of this sorbitol pathway is the sorbitol pathway is responsible for the conversion of glucose to fructose in the seminal vesicles and sperm cells. Fructose is the principal source of energy for sperm cells. The dietary sorbitol, which is used as a sweetening agent, is converted to fructose in the presence of sorbitol dehydrogenase in the liver. So the dietary sorbitol can enter glycolytic or gluconeogenic pathway in the form of fructose. The unabsorbed dietary sorbitol causes abdominal pain because of its fermentation in the colon. That is called sorbitol intolerance. Okay. Large amount of glucose will enter the retinal cells in chronic hyperglycemia or in uncontrolled diabetes. Uh, during uncontrolled diabetes or during hyperglycemia, large amount of the glucose will enter into retinal cells or the peripheral nerves, islands, which are insulin independent for glucose uptake. So, in these cells, the large quantity of sorbitol is produced by reduction of intracellular glucose in the presence of the enzyme aldose reductase. The sorbitol thus produced cannot be further metabolized to fructose in these cells due to the lack of the enzyme sorbitol dehydrogenase activity. Hence, the sorbitol cannot cross the cell membrane, which leads to accumulation of sorbitol in the cells, and a huge amount of sorbitol accumulation will creates or increases the osmotic pressure in the intracellular fluid and it will impair the normal cellular functions, resulting in cataract formation, retinopathy, nephropathy, and peripheral neuropathy. These pathological changes are commonly seen in uncontrolled diabetes mellitus. High fructose diet. Okay, so this high fructose diet will lead to insulin resistance, mainly hyperinsulinemia, then liver steatosis and alcoholic fatty liver disease, and it will also leads to decreased fatty acid oxidation, which may leads to lipogenesis and obesity, which will leads to this insulin resistance is responsible for type 2 diabetes mellitus and hypertension, which is also responsible for low HDL, high glycerides, and coronary artery disease. Okay, so this fructose absorption mainly occurs in GLUT5, okay, GLUT5, which is mainly the fructose transporter, and GLUT2 competes for glucose and galactose, and the deficiency of this GLUT5 may result in excess fructose carried into lower intestine, which will provide nutrients for the existing gut flora, producing gas, bloating, flatulence, and diarrhea. Excess fructose consumption can lead to insulin resistance, and which will lead to obesity and elevated LDL cholesterol, triglyceride, and leading to metabolic syndromes. And fructose can also chelate minerals in the blood. This effect is especially important with micronutrients such as copper, chromium, and zinc. Chelation of these minerals may lead to deficiency diseases, immune system impairment, and even insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Inherited metabolic disorders of fructose metabolism. So the Main inherited defects are essential fructosuria and hereditary fructose intolerance. This essential fructosuria is results from uh, due to the inherited deficiency of the liver enzyme fructokinase, which is important for the phosphorylation of fructose to fructose 1 phosphate in the liver. Okay, this is the first phosphorylation step in fructose metabolism. Due to deficiency of this fructokinase, liver fails to metabolize fructose. As a result, fructose accumulates in the liver and blood, which fructose will appear in the urine, a clinical condition called fructosuria. This disease is asymptomatic, and diagnosis is patients have a high level of fructose in blood, that is fructosemia, and they excrete fructose in urine, that is fructosuria. Therapy is patient should avoid excess consumption of fructose and sucrose. This incident occurs 1 in 1,30,000 birth. Next inherited disorder of fructose metabolism is hereditary fructose intolerance. This is mainly due to the defects of the enzyme aldolase B, which cleaves fructose 1 phosphate into dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde in the liver. Due to deficiency of this enzyme aldolase B, fructose 1 phosphate uh, will be accumulated in the liver, which causes depletion of intracellular concentration of inorganic phosphate. So this is called a sequestering of phosphate. So a decrease in intracellular concentration of inorganic phosphate result in inadequate production of ATP from ADP and PI in the liver. The patients will develop hypoglycemia, nausea and vomiting after they consume rich diet of fructose. The chronic excessive fructose consumption can cause liver damage, that is jaundice and hyperuricemia and gout due to increased catabolism of ADP and AMP. So here the biochemical diagnosis includes the patients will have high amount of fructose in blood, fructosemia, and they develop hypoglycemia, nausea and vomiting. Therapy is patients should avoid fructose and sucrose in diet, and diet without sucrose should be preferred. Table sugar, sucrose is a major dietary source for fructose. So they should avoid this sucrose and fructose. This is a major therapy for this inherited disorder of fructose metabolism. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and support the channel Biochemistry DSP.